A security guard asks a bunch of teenagers to move on from a supermarket. It's 7:45 in the morning. He's attacked with a meat cleaver. The incident's so shocking, even experienced police are scared. 2 people have been charged with attempted murder, one a 13-year-old girl. It comes just days after families took to the streets declaring they've had a gutful of youth crime.
It's Groundhog Day in the Sunshine State, now better known as the crime capital of Australia.
It's scary, the fact that people are carrying these weapons around with them. That's probably the scariest part in the whole thing. And, you know, when confronted, that's the level of violence they're willing to go to just to get away or just to prove a point.
In a week where the pressure is building to breaking point on the Queensland Premier.
The bail laws aren't working, the punishment or lack thereof, it's just not working, and you're losing the people.
No, your facts are incorrect.
Now yet another shocking attack at breakfast time at a Gold Coast shopping centre. A 57-year-old security guard just doing his job, trying to move on 8 young people who are causing a disturbance inside a supermarket. Acting Detective Inspector Mark Proctor.
Whilst he was doing that, one of a young male, a 19-year-old male, produced a large meat cleaver and started to attack the security guard.
It's alleged the attack happened on a pedestrian crossing outside Westfield Helensvale, all captured on CCTV cameras. Once it was over, shocked bystanders rushed in to help, armed with bath towels from a nearby store.
Those towels would have been used to apply to pressure to wounds to slow or stop the bleeding. So they've done a really good job in that regard.
Adam Flory from the Queensland Ambulance Service says their work helped to save the security guard's life, with serious wounds to his abdomen, legs and arm.
Whenever there's a knife involved, those wounds can generally be fatal.
Police quickly reviewed the CCTV footage and identified a stolen black Holden as a possible getaway car. Within an hour, it was intercepted in a dramatic highway arrest.
The car contained 4 young people, one adult male, 19 years old, and 3 juvenile females. Those people are currently being transported to the Coomera Police Station, where they've been detained and they've been questioned by police.
4 more juveniles are still wanted for questioning about an alleged attack that can only be described as senseless.
I really can't explain why at 7:45 the young people were out, you know, with a large in the possession of a large knife like that, and willing to do those sorts of offences.
Youth crime in the state reached a tipping point this week, with hundreds of angry citizens marching on Parliament House.
We're sick of it. We are sick to death of it. These little buggers getting off and ruining the lives of good, decent people. Do something.
Do something now.
Yeah.
We've never done this before. We have never marched like any in this before. Never. Even when the Vietnam, anything, nothing. But this is enough for us.
3 months ago, Premier Anastasia Palaszczuk admitted the problem that has an entire state angry would never go away.
No one is going to stop youth crime, but we can do everything we possibly can to curb the incidents.
But at Wednesday's rally, she refused to step outside the safe confines of Parliament House to explain what is being done exactly to curb the incidents. The pressure continuing to build a day later on the Today Show, her first media appearance since the rally.
You have literally husbands who have lost their wives to allegedly reoffending people. You must know, the longer it takes, how many more people are we going to lose?
Carl, we've put in place the laws, the police have been given the resources, and the laws are working.
The Premier stands up and says things like, we've got the toughest laws in Australia. Well, they might be tough, but they're not working. Can't she see that? They're not working.
Even attempts at solutions are backfiring. With youth detention centres overcrowded, yesterday the Palaszczuk government rushed through new laws without debate, overriding the state's Human Rights Act so children can be legally detained in adult watchhouses.
It was a moment that this government trash the way this parliament operates.
Now, with yet another senseless crime being mopped up by overworked police, the people demanding answers feel further away than ever from a solution.
Ultimately, in anything, the leader must take the full responsibility.
For the record, we asked again today if Queensland Premier Anastasia Palaszczuk would be available for an interview. And again, her office said no. Well, Premier, it's an open invitation and we'll keep asking because it's so important and we need to keep talking about it.